Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Jackson and this is not my usual content. Typically I do making podcasts where I talk specifically about what I'm working on, but we're doing something a little bit different today. Today I am doing a video talking about my making plans for 2025. I'm very excited. Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to being back and podcasting this year. It's been a bit of a hiatus. I don't think I've posted a video since the very end of 2023. I've attempted filming some stuff over the course of 2024 and just never posted anything. We're gonna kind of structure this video, I think, into my starts for 2025, so things I want to cast on, and then things I specifically want to finish in 2025 that are holdover projects from 2024 or earlier, as well as potential projects that I'm planning on frogging and or just I don't want to finish them. I'm done. Nothing's wrong with them. I don't want to knit the second sock or whatever. But one of my goals for 2025 is to finish up some long-standing whips. And I will talk more about my actual knitting whips that are long-standing in episode 35, which will be coming out after this video, fairly shortly after this video. But so this will primarily be finishes that are like my stitching related finishes or things I want to finish. So needlepoint, sewing, embroidery type stuff. Sorry, it warmed up here. It's like gonna be in the 60s today in Alexandria, and it is making my allergies go crazy. And I put makeup on, and something about my face powder always makes my nose so itchy. Anyways, let's get started with things I want to cast on for 2025. I will make sure to post a picture either here or here, and all of the information will be down in the description box below. So check that out if any of these projects interest you and you want to find them on Ravelry or you want to Google them. First and foremost, this is the thing that I have been itching to cast on the most since I came across it, and it's at the top of my queue on Ravelry. And that is the Unicorn Grove Mittens by Sarah L. Kelly. Partially what has me so excited about these particular mittens is, one, I need more mittens. I have one pair of hand knit mittens and I love them to death, and I need another pair, and I love colorwork mittens. So that is one. Two, this is inspired by the Unicorn Tapestries, which are a really beautiful set of tapestries that were made during the medieval period, and I am a nerd for that. Three, I am coming out with a medieval inspired collection later on this month. So I'm coming out with the Illuminated collection. I believe right now the plan is the 19th. I will double check that. It'll be listed down below. But it is a collection inspired by illuminated manuscripts. I will post some of my color concepts for this so you can get a little teaser. I'm very excited for this. I have my colors planned out. I just have to finish dyeing up the collection so I can photograph it, and then I get to cast on, and I'm very, very excited. So that is number one. Number two is going to be the Eva Cardigan by PetiteKnit. I have had this in my queue for quite some time. I actually have the yarn all dyed up for this, which actually, let me grab a skein. So this is my Pumpernickel color. This is on my Merino DK base. I have had this, I think, dyed up for well over a year. I think I had this dyed up in the house in Tennessee, and it's just been sitting waiting for me to cast on. The only reason I haven't really casted this on is primarily because I don't want to knit flat. But I really want a cardigan. I think that would be a really great addition to my like wardrobe in general. I have a number of sweaters that I've knit. I'm working on another sweater right now, which I'll talk about in the other podcast episode. And I have no cardigans. And they're such great throw-on pieces, great for transitional weather, great for layering, all that kind of stuff. And I don't have any cardigans. And the Eva cardigan is just a really classic looking, simple, basic cardigan. And I think this would be a great color for me because this is like a kind of rosy brown. I love this color so much. So that is number 2. So Stella Fiber Co. Merino DK Pumpernickel. Next is my is the Soul Sister scarf by Sari Nordlund. I want me and my sister to knit these, and the plan is for these to be knit out of, I want to knit 2. One to be knit out of some Deep Stash Woolberry Fiber Co. that I have, and the other one to be knit out of some Deep Stash Hey Sister Yarn Co. yarn. And again, I haven't done anything filming related in such a long time that I'm forgetting that I need to be prepared. I was like, I'm so prepared with my notes, but I was not prepared with yarn. So the Hey Sister yarn, Hey Sister is no longer dying, but they were a personal favorite for a long time. This is the gilded colorway on their swishy DK base. Super duper pretty. Speckled, beautiful soft pink. And the other one, so the pattern is for like DK or fingering and a lace weight held double. So that one would be a DK weight version. This one is fingering and some Sari held double. So this is, used to be a part of the Woolberry collective. And this is both Ode to Summer. This is on her berry sock base. This is on her Sari, berry Sari base. So hold those together. Beautiful peachy kind of color, and I think again another great kind of combo. Kind of imagining, you know, Eva cardigan in this, Eva cardigan and these two, you know, some color families, so things actually like pair nicely together. So that's that. Next up would be the Nellie neck warmer by My Favorite Things. I'm just gonna pop a picture of the yarn because it's the Woolfolk Flette, so it's like the boucle. But I imagine this would be really great and quick knit, so hopefully I can cast it on here really soon and it be something that gets finished really fast. Stella and I are in an apartment, and so that means lots of outdoor walks, and it's cold in Virginia. Not today, but we have snow on the forecast for next week, and it would be very nice to have like kind of a cowly neck warmer kind of in the rotation. I've been wearing my Bennett sister shawl a ton and hats and stuff, and it's just like a reminder I need more accessories to like easily throw on in the morning when we go out for our kind of initial long walk of the day, which is usually around 6:30 in the morning. So it's dark and cold and layers are my friend. So easy to throw on things that are going to keep me warm are ideal. And I think this Nellie neck warmer would be a really great addition. And even though I don't think the ribbing will really show up in the boucle should be really nice and fuzzy, and we'll see. I've heard some things about knitting with the boucle not being very enjoyable, so fingers crossed it's not terrible. Since I'll be knitting with some pretty big needles, I don't think it'll be too bad. I just have to make sure like my cast on and cast off edges are stretchy. But I like that the Nellie neck warmer has a split kind of hem type detail, so I think that will be really nice. In terms of things I want to have finished in the year of our Lord 2025, first and foremost is some cross stitch. and the primary one is my Gingerbread Trio by Little House Needleworks. I've had this sitting on a frame for a really long time, and I am very close to being done. I will post a picture of where I'm at with it right now, because right now it is rolled up on a scroll frame, and I will take it off the scroll frame, take a picture of it so you can actually see the whole piece. I just have to finish a gingerbread, one last word, and then the bottom border. So I'm really, really close, and it would be really nice to have that done. I want to finish it in a frame and have it be part of my holiday decor. And I've had this, I haven't finished a cross stitch project in a really, really long time, and this is probably one of my like first started cross stitch projects that I've had. And I love gingerbread, I love baking during the holiday season, and I would love to have this be something that like I can hang in my kitchen or have out on like my coffee table or something. So I'd like to get that done. Next, I would like to finish we're moving into needlepoint now, would be the my second golden retriever canvas by Pip Roo. So the first one has Luna, which I don't think I have over here. Oh, I do. So Luna's is done. I've had this done since forever. Stella's is half done. I stitched Stella in her color. She's a darker shade of golden, and I have, you know, like her name stitched and the background mapped out, and I had started doing the kind of plaid background, and I just never finished it. So I would like to get hers done so that way then I can finish these two together and then hang them probably, you can't really see it, but above my Harry Potter books is empty wall with a couple of art pieces and things like that hanging on the wall. And I would like to hang my little Stella and Luna needle points in frames up there. And I will also pop a picture of the Stella one here so you can see where we're at. But I'd like to get that one done because, again, those have been kind of stitched on for a long time. My mom had originally gotten me one of the golden retriever canvases for Christmas a number of years ago, and I stitched it up super fast. Next, I would like to finish my Dapple Gray Houndstooth. This is another canvas by Pip Roo. I have not had this one on the needles nearly as long. I'm pretty sure I got that for Christmas this past year. Not like 2024, like 2023 Christmas. So probably it has not been shown on my channel because I got it with a tote that I use all the time, and I am kind of mimicking some of the colors in my tote on this particular canvas, so that way then I can actually pair the two together. The plan is to kind of make a detachable addition to my boat and tote from LL Bean, have the colors coordinate, and then like they look like pieces that are supposed to go together. My family is a big fan of the LL Bean boat and tote. They last forever, but I want it to be detachable so that way then I can wash the boat and tote if need be, and stuff, or if I want to finish it a different way down the road, it would be easier to remove it and do that. So it'll probably have like some kind of snap component on the back and just snap onto the tote bag when I want to have it on there, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of large, but I think it'll fit nicely in between the two straps of the bean bag. So I'll post a picture of my boat and tote, picture of the Dapple Gray Houndstooth canvas with all the colors. Next would be my Expanding Stars quilt by Quilty Love. If you have been a viewer of this podcast, you will kind of know what this quilt is. I've talked about it in the past. It was a really big project for me in 2021. So this was originally a guest book quilt that I was making for my wedding, and now it is just going to be a quilt. I have gotten rid of the guest book component. and I just want to actually get it finished because it was such a labor of love, and it's a beautiful quilt, and it's like colors that I really like, so they're red and gray, and I got a beautiful backing fabric. So one of the things I'm trying to do this week is, I need to talk to my sister. She has a quilt shop out by her, and I want to see if she wants to go with me because she likes sewing. So she'll probably be down to go to the quilt store with me. But I have the backing fabric, I have the binding fabric, I have the quilt top all done, and I would like to take it in to get it long arm quilted. My sewing machine is not one you want to quilt on, so, and I'm not hand quilting this thing, and hopefully I can get a quote for how much it's going to cost and drop everything off and get it for the most part finished. I like hand stitching my binding on, so if they can just attach the binding and have it to the point where I can just hand stitch, like do the top stitching to attach the binding to the top of the quilt, that would be great. And also a wonderful weekend project to sit on the couch and watch movies and TV shows. So I'm gonna try and see if my sister wants to go and do that with me maybe this weekend. But those are the 4, I say big, they're not exactly big projects, but 4 major things that I really want to get done this year. And there's a bunch of other like knitting projects that I think are very doable to get done this year as well, that I'll be talking about in the podcast, or in the regular like podcast episode. But to talk about my potential frogs slash things I am giving up on finishing, and they'll probably just be marked as finished once I get back on Ravelry after I film this, will be, first and foremost, I am frogging my Luminary socks by Helen Stuart. This is a really beautiful sock pattern, and I am just uninterested in knitting on it. In part, I think because I really like, it's my yarn, it's my Zenko sock set in my Merino sock base. And hello, Stella. We have a puppy. Hello. Can you say hi? Say hi to the people. She's like, hello, people. She wants pets. I love the yarn and stuff like that, but it's been on the needles for a really long time. I am on the leg. It's a cute pattern, but I have to like remind myself how to do the actual pattern itself, and I think I'm just gonna frog it. I'm not interested in working on it. There's no point in it taking up needles and project bag space. So that's gonna get frogged. Hello. You have a wet paw, Miss Ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Let's not have our nails pull on my sweater. Next up, I have the Tea Leaf Socks by Lindsey Fowler. This is being knit on in my BFL sock base in the Tricolor Sage colorway. I have the first sock done. I don't want to cast on the second sock. So I'm gonna mark those as finished, and it's just gonna be the one sock. And it might just be a sock sample, or not a sock sample, a shop sample. And it'll just be, this is really gross, Stella. Very slobbery hand now. Anyways, it'll just be probably a shop sample, and that'd be it. And potentially might destash the yarn. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. And then finally, the Sprocket Socks by Megan Nodecker. This is a really cute sock pattern, and I really like it. And I casted it on in my Equinox mini set. Beautiful colors. And I would love to have both socks, but I don't think I'm going to cast on the second sock. And again, I've had this on the needles for a couple of years. My Equinox minis were one of the first collections I really came out with as a yarn dyer, and so that's 2021, and I think I casted it on in 2021, and I am very close to being done with the first sock, and again, I think it will just be one sock. I am not a scrappy knitter, I don't think. If I have a ton of ends to weave in and stuff like that, I'm just not as interested. And lessons learned. So that kind of concludes my plans for 2025. I hope y'all have a wonderful New Year's, and I hope y'all are excited for your making in the new year as well. So thank you for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe. I will be actually posting regularly. I actually have it all scheduled out for the year. So you will be able to actually watch my videos instead of watching old videos. So stay tuned. But thank you so much for watching, and I will catch y'all later. Bye.